Elimination Chamber for the year 2026 has occurred, and I have some stuff to say, man. Why are these people so fucking out of touch? We have the two Elimination Chamber matches, we have this throwaway world title match, and then we have the Intercontinental Championship match for the women, which could have been a WrestleMania match now that you think about it. But anyway, we'll come to that. The show starts with the women. We have the 6 women. If you actually go through the 6 women who are in the match, you will realize that's pretty obvious who's gonna win. It's Rhea Ripley. There is nobody else who's a viable contender, man. Kiana James is not gonna win, obviously. Asuka is way past her prime. Tiffany Stratton would have had a chance if she already did not have a match with Jade Cargill like 6 months ago. Raquel Rodriguez in this match does a powerbomb on Asuka. Asuka then falls right on Kiana James, which leads to Raquel Rodriguez pinning both of them at the same time. So they were trying to show her as a big deal, and that's just how. I think Kiana James has a little more potential than what I was initially thinking, so that's a good thing, I guess. But as far as this match is concerned, after maybe like a few minutes, if it's very predictable what's gonna happen, we're gonna see Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill, which you can argue is a WrestleMania worthy match. But the fact is this, right? These two women have no history with each other. The same thing applies on the other end as well. Stephanie Vaquero and Liv Morgan, there is no fucking history there, man. I don't know what the fuck we are doing here, but anyway. Rhea Ripley wins. We're gonna see Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. My prediction would be that Jade Cargill is gonna retain. Otherwise, what's even the point? This is the first viable contender that she has faced in her title reign. She has to go over. But anyway, I would not be surprised if Rhea Ripley wins. I was wrong about my prediction yesterday though. I said that Rhea Ripley is not going to win the chamber, but I forgot that everybody else in this match is practically a jobber, so of course she's going to win. I thought there are other people, there might have been other people like Charlotte Flair or something in this match, but turns out that's not the case. Then we have AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. This could have been a WrestleMania match. Maybe they could have taken some more time to rehearse their moves and stuff, and then just have this match at WrestleMania, and AJ Lee could have just gone over. So I don't know what these guys are going to do at WrestleMania with these two now, because they've already had their singles match, right? I think the reason they had this match today was because this was in Chicago, CM Punk's hometown, and as you all know, AJ Lee is his wife, so she's technically a Chicago native as well or something. That's how they are perceiving it, I think. And that's why she probably went over as well. During the match, there was a point where the referee accidentally gets knocked down. And I am just so sick of this, man. They keep doing this in every single match. Every single fucking match they do this, right? There is also a point where AJ Lee just kicks out of the manhandle slam. People are also just getting too used to kicking out of other people's finisher. It's not supposed to be this common, man. Like, what the fuck is this? There was a spot, as I said, where the referee fucking gets knocked down and AJ Lee puts Becky Lynch in a submission, the Black Widow. Becky taps out, but there is no ref. At that point, you would think that, oh, well, Becky's gonna go over because now AJ Lee is not technically buried because she would have won the match if the ref wasn't knocked down or some shit like that, but AJ went over anyway. So the point was, why did you do the referee spot to begin with? And another thing that's not consistent is Becky Lynch's character, man. Like, this is a woman who a few years ago was not afraid to face Ronda Rousey. Now she's afraid of AJ Lee. Why? What changed? There is no explanation for that. People just buy this up, man. There has to be an explanation to why she is such a coward all of a sudden. After that, we have CM Punk versus Finn Balor for the world title. This is a throwaway match, probably because they're in Chicago again. I did not watch this match. I just skipped past this, man. I refuse to watch a throwaway match at a pay-per-view. Then we have the person who's gonna come out of the mystery box. A lot of people were expecting Chris Jericho. I did not like the idea of Chris Jericho being in the mystery box. The reason is this. It's stupid. Alright, if somebody is coming out of a box, it needs to be some sort of a mystical character. Now, that doesn't mean that the mystical character that came out was a great idea. They should have not done the box thing to begin with. But anyway, they did that. Imagine Chris Jericho coming out of the box. So you're saying that he was inside the box for like 3 weeks. Why? What if he wanted to pee or something? Where is he gonna go? He's inside the box. Having a mystical character like Danhausen makes a little sense in that regard. I'm imagining this is a mystical character. It has to be. If this is a guy who acknowledges that he's a normal dude and he paints his face and acts the way he was acting, that's stupid. I mean, it's stupid anyway, don't get me wrong. It's stupid irrespective of whatever the narrative is here. Still, like, one aspect of it will logically make sense. That's all I'm trying to say. From what the people are saying, this guy is a comedy jobber like R-Truth, and I just don't see the point, man. You can have comedy in wrestling, but you don't need a fucking clown to do it. An example is The Rock. If you see the promos that The Rock used to do back in the early 2000s, man, he was fucking hilarious. But he wasn't going around embarrassing himself to make people laugh. We can have things like that today as well. Booker T is a great example. There is a segment that happened back in the day where Booker T was trying to convince The Undertaker to do a spinneroonie, and The Undertaker's like, nah man, I'm not gonna do it. You know, they were both baby faces, so it's like, I think they were both baby faces. But then eventually The Rock came out, Triple H came out, and they all did a spinneroonie in order to try and convince The Undertaker to do a spinneroonie as well. Eventually Vince McMahon came out as well. He did a spinneroonie, and that was a fun segment, man, because you're like, oh man, is The Undertaker gonna do a spinneroonie or not? He didn't do it, but it was a fun thing to watch. It was funny, and the comedy was not coming at the expense of anybody. Goldust was there, and they made a few jokes on him, but that was the character of Goldust. Goldust was also a mid-card champion. Danhausen is never gonna be that guy. He's literally there to be a comedy jobber. That's it, and I don't see the point. After that, we have the main match, which is the men's elimination chamber. We have the 6 guys come in. You already know LA Knight's not gonna go over, and the only 2 options were Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. Those were the only 2 legitimate options. Cody Rhodes was the favorite, obviously, so that's kind of what we are looking at here. When LA Knight was coming out, Michael Cole said something like, oh, that's the sentimental favorite of this match. It's like, man, what do you mean sentimental favorite? That's not a real thing. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, the match starts. Javon Evans and Cody Rhodes. I did not like how it started. It was just not fun to watch, you know? Like, I was literally waiting for the next person to come in. So people kept coming in one after the other. Logan Paul eventually comes in. He eliminates 3 people. He eliminates Javon Evans. He eliminates LA Knight. He eliminates Rick Williams. He eliminates 3 guys, man. Now, I like Logan Paul as a wrestler. I'm not gonna fucking act like he's not good at what he does. But at the end of the day, he's a YouTuber turned wrestler, man. You can only fucking take him so far. You know what I mean? He should not be eliminating 3 guys. But anyway, he did. I think this was Bronson Reed's spot, which would have been even worse. Because that just brings me to the point, right? Logan Paul has no business being this good. But he is. So what can you do? Or maybe the wrestlers that we have right now, they suck ass. After that, the masked man comes out. We still have this nonsense going on. That retard from yesterday is not going to be the actual masked man. So now we have another one. He comes in. He stomps Logan Paul. You already know it's going to be Seth Rollins. He takes off his mask and it's Seth Rollins. After that, Cody Rhodes pins Logan Paul. Eventually, Drew McIntyre interferes as well because he doesn't want Cody Rhodes to win. And I really don't understand what difference does it make if Cody Rhodes wins or fucking Randy Orton wins. They are both equally good in terms of kayfabe at least, right? Like they're both equally viable to win a title at WrestleMania. So what difference would it make for Drew McIntyre? If it was like Cody Rhodes and fucking Danhausen, and he comes in, he's like, oh man, I'm gonna help Danhausen, that's understandable. But if it's Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, what difference does it really make? Anyway, Randy Orton wins because of the distraction. He's going to WrestleMania. I think Cody Rhodes in some way is also gonna sneak himself in the match. I don't see Cody Rhodes fighting Jacob Fatu or some nonsense like that. He's obviously gonna be in the match, one way or the other. Overall, this pay-per-view is okay. There was a level of unpredictability there. Now, of course, a lot of stuff did not pay off. And again, this is just classic Triple H storytelling, right? Like we had the box thing. It was weeks of build-up and then the payoff was basically fuck all. The Masked Man, the same thing again. Weeks of build-up and the payoff was basically fuck all. That's just what happens here. I don't know why he keeps building things up when he knows he cannot deliver.